Hey everyone, welcome back to Crypto Cash. Thank you so much for joining me here. Hope you're having a fantastic day. We're taking a look here at Bitcoin, see what's going on as we round out the day here. Gonna double check this, important area that we're in right now. And when I say important, we're in a range effectively as low as about 62,600, upwards of 66,400. Keep in mind, those are the 4-hour candlestick closures that are creating this range. That's generally what I like to base my my trend lines off of. And we're going to take a look at some liquidation too, see if there's any updates here for Bitcoin since we last spoke. Quick congrats and thank you to my community here. Awesome stuff. Took some profits from Polkadot, VeChain, of course, ICP and Cardano yesterday, the day before, and then Near Protocol for the weekend. So it's been a nice little profitable week for us. While it's not monumentally profitable, I'll be honest, there's a lot of missed opportunities, unfortunately, with the coins that I covered yesterday. We're able to still get in for a few, and in fact, we also got a long here for Filecoin, which absolutely looks like it's taken off here. So good stuff there. All right, so what we're going to look at here with Bitcoin is the backend data first. Let's go ahead and zoom in, see if there's anything new. We got some more longs adding to the equation. This concentration looks a little deeper, a little more red there essentially. So we got some longs there, but keep in mind, big picture, there's still a lot more shorts to get destroyed than there would be longs as far as accumulation is concerned. There's somewhere in the range of about 60 to 80 billion in liquidation between 65 and 66,000. Whereas at the 62K range, where it's still a lot, don't get me wrong, maybe about 10, 20, 25 billion at the most. So again, while it's not massive, it's still something. So the price could still pull back. We don't want to be naive and act like that's not a reality. That is, but we've been holding this range pretty well, and it looks fairly strong in the overall sense here. Okay, so I like what I'm seeing here so far with Bitcoin. We haven't invalidated or anything yet. In fact, I think it's going to take a closure below 60K to invalidate any kind of uptrend that we're seeing right now. Okay, so just keep in mind, we're not going to be blindly bullish, but the proof here is that there's a lot of confirming factors educating us on the fact that the price should go higher than lower. All right, so while today is somewhat of a bearish candle day, we can see that it's pretty standard when you retest that key level resistance. Keep in mind that area there is a lot of resistance. We've seen 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, now 8 days out of the last month, roughly, where we've seen the price action reject out at that level of 64,400. So I think it's pretty safe to say that we get a solid closure above 64.4, maybe 65K. We're looking at a pretty strong likelihood of further upside from there. Okay. My guess is once we break that 64,000, 64.8 as a high, I'm fairly certain we're going to run. It's just going to be one of those things. Either way you look at it, everything looks very strong and bullish here. The key here is that our money flow index is very high while our RSI is tapering off. That's actually a good sign. You want RSI to slowly pull back as the price maintains its range. That will go from people's mentality of saying that, oh, this is overbought. Now it's starting to shift. They're starting to think, hey, this is a good value now. All right, they're going to start buying more. The important thing is that the money flowing into the coin is high. That's the important thing. Okay. Looking at the 4-hour, we can see a very similar scenario here with the 4-hour time frame, minus the money flow index pulling back. This is standard when the price action pulls back the way it has. Key takeaway here, RSI is looking pretty strong at that 50 range. And if you want to kind of look at this here, you can see previously when money flow index came down pretty low. And let me go ahead and pull this up here so you can see it better. We can see money flow index went very low right here. Okay, but the RSI stayed over 50 and we maintained the range continued higher. Okay, the money flow can keep going down here for all I care. But as long as the RSI kind of stays here, we go a little bit sideways and a little bit down, that's perfectly fine. It's exactly what you want. And then obviously we can see a nice little long there in the upper 62K range. We may not see that, of course, because we are seeing a lot of support at the 63,000. We wicked down there and turned right around. So, I don't think we're going to have too much more opportunity to the downside. If so, I welcome it just because I think we're still in good shape, but that is just some important stuff to recognize. Moving averages, just kind of, they are where they are. We're under the 20-day SMA, not terrible. Maintaining the 50 is important. So me personally, at this point, we see that, and then we combine that with the daily time frame being above the 3 more important ones and tentatively below the 200. I think we're still in good shape. That is not a hidden divergence or some crap that people always try to find. That's just, it is what it is. All right. Don't read into it. Daily time frame good, 4-hour good. Ichimoku Cloud hourly is telling us we've broken bearish. Keep in mind, this is very tentative. This is range-bound activity. Doesn't really give us the best indication of what's going on. I think the key takeaway here is making sure that we close above our our local point of control, and we kind of see here in this range, 63,200 is that control area since we've been in this area here for a while. So what we've been here since Thursday, so it's coming up on about 5 days of trading. We've maintained this range here fairly solid, okay? Now, even though we're below today's daily point of control, we're above the semi-macro, the weekly point of control, and that's a good sign, okay? So again, this is not bad, this is not terrible. I would say we close soundly below 62.5, we might have a different conversation, but I actually kind of welcome that so we can get a good long in the 62 to 61K range. Once more, I think we're still fairly good shape here with Bitcoin. I would not over worry or concern yourself. Just know there is potential for 60.5 with this lower fair value gap that still needs to be filled. While it's not a guarantee, generally those get filled at some point. So it'd be nicer if it was filled now or soon, so the price can just turn back around and go up. But we're going to see a lot of support at the lower 60K range. So if that does happen, just know we're probably in pretty good shape. Okay, I'll post a playout chart on our Twitter, Telegram, and Discord if you're not familiar. It looks kind of something like this. For example, this is the anticipation for Filecoin, which is now starting to run. Just an example of a coin that we took a trade with. In future reference, we got in at 397, and our first target is 415. So we're halfway there. All right, folks, thanks again so much for watching. I hope you have a good rest of your day. We look forward to seeing the next one. Take care.